The last time I saw either of my sons was back in May 2017. My family court case was held in May 2018. At the beginning of my family court case, the judge was told that I'd built a website called fatherlessbritain.uk and that I'd recorded and published a couple of videos on that website. Yeah. She then went on to tell me that if I recorded any more videos or published anything else pertaining to my family court case, that she would lock me up. She told me this right after committing what's called a denial fraud. The denial fraud that she committed was this. I had requested for an adjournment of the case as I hadn't been provided with a court bundle. Yeah, the court bundle was all the arguments are going to be that are going to take place within the court case, so to speak. Yeah, so I haven't had it to be able to prepare myself, so to speak. Yeah, and I haven't got it to refer to. My ex-wife's legal counsel then rebutted this by saying that he'd provided it a few days ago, his exact words. I could have downloaded it and printed it off. Straight away, the judge turned around and said, I agree, the case will continue. And that's a denial fraud, straight away, yeah? So it shows the bias. It wasn't the only fraud that I'd experienced throughout my family, but obviously I wouldn't have known that they were frauds at the time, yeah? We're talking about propagation of misinformation from the former school head teacher, not delivering the full truth of factors, the police propagating misinformation. Again, all of this is designed to assassinate an individual's character in order to determine the outcome of where the children shall live, so to speak, yeah, and what, shall we say, what are visiting rights, so to speak, and all goes with it, yeah. The law that the judge is threatening to lock me up under, yeah, it's known as contempt of court. Contempt of court is basically being disrespectful to the court, any party of the court, so that would be the judge, etc. Yeah, there was another law that was written in 1960. This law forbidden any individual to talk about what's gone on within a family court case, yeah, the family court case being a civil court, so to speak, yeah, and in doing so, you risk being locked up, losing your liberty, yeah, and it comes under the contempt of court, so to speak, yeah. But the reality of it is, as I've just briefly explained, yeah, I've been experiencing frauds right from the beginning, from day dot, yeah, even up to the judge, so right the way through, yeah. So the fact that the judge has committed these frauds, yeah, and all of the other frauds and propagations of misinformation that I've experienced, it all becomes what's called a state fraud. So therefore, my experiences supersede anything that they've got to say, so to speak. So any further any charges that they might want to bring to me, my experience entitles me to what's known as the protection of the crown. Yeah, protection of the crown basically means that they can't touch you, they can't even give you a parking ticket. Yeah, it stops them from bringing any false accusations and taking you to court for anything that would make this case go away, so to speak. Yeah. So to be clear, as you can see, as you won't find me. I've not disrespected the court or disrespected any judge or any party of the court. I'm doing what, if you like, standing up for myself as the right of man, and as the right of man in the eyes of the Lord, Yahweh. You're allowed to see. God says that you can stand up for yourself. This is God's law, right? So in effect, I'm not being disrespectful to the court or any individual, that being a judge. If anything, I'm standing up for as I say, I'm standing up for myself as a man, yeah. And as a man, in my experiences, the judges in question have actually brought the family division of the judiciary system into disrepute via their actions. Yeah, some of the social workers, chairwoman, the chairman, and police officers that have propagated misinformation along with the former head teacher. Yeah, so Fatherless Britain. What does Fatherless Britain stand for? Well, Fatherless Britain stands for the children of today, the children of tomorrow. The fathers that have come before me and gone, those that have committed suicide due to parental alienation, which they don't like to talk about. Yeah, we stand for Fatherless Britain. We stand for the rights of every young man to father a child and not be emasculated, violated via a family court. We stand for the rights of young women and young girls to be able to walk the street safely. The rights of young girls to be able to go to school without fear of being treated like adults and strip searched. The rights of women to be able to walk the street safely without fear of being raped or murdered by a police officer. The rights of women to be able to go on a date safely. In tragic circumstances, the rights for women not to be photographed and stuck into WhatsApp groups when they've been murdered, victims of murders, etc. Do away with misandry and misogyny, and let's work on equalism. Hashtag Fatherless Britain. Britain is better for having good fathers. Hashtag Britain needs fathers. Want to see the full story of Fatherless Britain and where it derived from? Go to fatherlessbritain.uk and click on the page, Father's Day 2021. Peace, love and light. Love you, boys.